Okay, Sam, thank you. Well, parts of Northeast Ohio are really still trying to just get rid of all the snow they got hit with recently. Ashtabula city workers are preparing for the anticipated snow for the city, and you can bet every one of the 18,000 people who live there are already sick and tired of it already. Our Harry Boomer is there now with how the city, Harry, is preparing to deal with another blast of winter weather.
Brian, just take a look around me. Look at all of this snow here in Ashtabula. A lot of it has melted, giving the Ashtabula City crews a chance to get rid of most of it for the next Arctic blast tonight. And, of course, another 6 to 12 inches coming to the primary snow belt, which includes Ashtabula City and Ashtabula County.
We've been kind of watching this next front coming in.
The last front blanketed the city with tons of snow. But Mother Nature turned around and helped the city out.
Thankfully, we had a warm weekend, and then yesterday, although the rain was heavy at times, it did create a little bit of flooding in certain spots, but it took down a lot of this almost 5 foot of snow that we had. If that hadn't happened, we'd be in real trouble come Wednesday.
Jim Timonier, the city manager, and his staff are working to get ahead of several more inches of snow that would make the town look like Christmas, but would require around-the-clock work.
We have the ability to put about 7 people on the road in the morning time and then 5 people overnight. We have what we call a secondary list, which just is included of other people that are employed by the city that are able to plow. So if we have to bring extra crews in, we can do so.
The city has about 100 miles of roads and streets to plow. Business owners are required to clear the sidewalks in front of their stores. Crews also take care of intersections in residential streets.
We all knew snow was coming last time, but not that extent. So get to the grocery store, make sure you have provisions. If you need medications and everything through the rest of the week, do so. And then we really urge people to follow. The county sheriff does put out emergency levels for our roadways. If he issues another level 3, we really encourage people to stay off the road.
This region is called the Snow Belt for a reason. The good thing is our First Alert weather team warned us when lake effect snow is coming with the most accurate forecast in Northeast Ohio. In Ashtabula City, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.
All right, Harry, with all this nasty weather, a good idea to remind you about First Alert Focus. It's Northeast Ohio's only all-weather newscast. They will be tracking these First Alert weather days. We've got 2 of them coming up. Join Tiffany Tucker and our most accurate weather team. You can watch weeknights at 7:30 on WUAB 43.